Are we ready? You ready? Okay. Hi guys! How's it going? Oh my god. I'm so excited to be with y'all and finally launch my talking chew with LaFay, honey. I almost forgot about the chewing part. Excuse me 1 second. I was gonna take a little bite. Y'all know my favorite food, honey. I eat it every week, literally multiple times a week. Blanca, be quiet now. Beat them. Because, bitch, they don't need to explain. Ask all y'all friends what they like. Ask them where you want to take them. They're going to say, oh, take me to get some pizza. Baby, ooh, that was really good. But I am so excited. I'm so sorry. But I am here to just discuss some things with you guys. I just want to have a conversation. I want to know your thoughts. I want to know your opinions. And I want y'all to know mine too. I have a lot of them, as my friends would tell me. So, I got my little notebook. Sorry, I had to write down some notes because of, I don't want to say the B word, but my mind doesn't retain a lot of information. And so I got to write it down. So, today we are going to talk about relationships. We're going to talk about being single and why people choose it, or did it choose them, or, you know, what are the reasons? And so I just wanted to talk first and ask you, maybe ask you guys a question. How many of y'all are single? I am. And for a long time. And that's okay. I've come to the realization that when it's my time, it's my time. And baby, you'll know it as well. When it happens, it's gonna happen. I was just at dinner a couple days ago. I think when that earthquake kind of came. Jesus, ground moving, everything. And somebody asked me, oh my gosh, what's your dating life like? Baby, non-existent. They were like, you always say that. Like, am I lying? Yes, it's non-existent, honey, because baby, we'll go into my life later. But anyway, some reasons why where I found people wanted to be single is because of past relationships and the hurt and the pain and some of the things that developed from that relationship. They do not want to return back to it. So the fear of returning back to something that, they were hurt by, or, the main one that I find is trust, right? So people maybe in their last relationship, like I said, was cheated on by somebody or misled by someone, and they don't want that to be done by the next person. And so they shy away from the commitment part of it. They might want to hang out with you. They might want to, chill with you. But the commitment part is where they're like, hang it up, honey, throw it away. Call the cops, is what we say, honey. Or growing up, another reason that someone doesn't want to be in a relationship or isn't in a relationship is because growing up they weren't shown how to be in a successful relationship. I know from experience, I wasn't, technically shown that as well. And so and it doesn't have to be from, your father figure or your mother figure or whoever. It could just be from even your friends. Like, I know in high school or even in college, honey, these people would be hanging out with each other, but that's all it was, or they did decide to be in a committed relationship and then things happen. And kudos to the ones that lasted and the ones that are still going strong. Like, congrats. I love that. I love to see that. I love. But for me, I think I could agree with growing up, not being able to learn from someone who I view as a really important figure in my life, and see a success come out of that. Is it successful now? Probably. But, like I said, you learn while you're younger. And I mean, I'm learning now, but baby, I've already formed some opinions. And another factor that somebody might not be in a relationship, a reason why they wouldn't want to be in a relationship, is they don't know the motive of the person that they're dating or they're courting. And so if that is unclear, if it's not stated, if it's not, for me, you gotta draw it out. You gotta let me know, you gotta say it verbally, you know, maybe physically too. Like, I can't read your mind, and neither can other people, and I'm not speaking for everyone, but I will say that, hey, if someone does not make it clear, honey, I think, I'm a church, Lord, see, I'm trying to keep it PG and keep it, cute, but I'm gonna just be myself, honey. I'm a church girl, okay? I grew up in church. And so I think it said, like, write the vision, make it plain. Baby, make it plain and make it easy for me to understand and see. All right, now, another reason why, and you guys can let me know, chime in, like, on that bottom, honey, type away. I want to know. I want to read these comments. I want to know what you guys are thinking too. And maybe I'm, like, way off the mark. I don't think so. But I could be. You never know. But I want to know some other insights. Honey, this skin is glowing, baby. Fear of rejection. That's a big one. I think that's hands down number one. I know for me, when I was growing up, and I think on 4th of July, I was talking to my friends, and I was like, who I am today is not who I was in high school. I was very timid. I was very shy. I was even telling the story of, like, when I was running for president, executive president of student council, I was like reading it word for word, because baby, I wasn't here for it. Now ask me today, baby, I can bring me in a boardroom, baby, and watch me work. All right, so you don't think the other person would be interested in you, and so you don't take that chance. And I think another thing, I love a little saying. Somebody else was saying that, like, you and just clever sayings. Oh, yes, this weekend, my friend. I'm like, I think these sayings are, like, all over, they're around the world. Sorry, I thought I saw something on my lap. And so I didn't make them up. But anyway, another saying that I like is you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. So that's another one that I like to say. People from past experiences begin to feel or start believing what other people have told them about themselves. And so if someone has beaten in them, not physically, prayerfully, if they have, said to them over and over that you are this person, you are this type of person, you do this, you start believing that for yourself. And so when you start believing people's perception of you, you then start believing that's true. And you don't want that to either come across, and so you don't approach that person. Like, you'll never measure up to their standards. Like, people start seeing that, like, even some of your friends say that. And it's like, baby, how about you encourage me? See, I like people in my corner. I'm all about people rooting for each other. And if you're not that kind of person, baby, this is not the space that you can be in, unfortunately. Exit stage left. So please, keep all that over there. I'm sorry. I would never just say that to anybody. I want to be like, baby, you got it. Just try it. Like, I'm going to, even if I don't have that confidence, baby, and you do, I'm going to root you on so that you can get what you want out of that situation. And so, Um, Sorry, I got distracted a little bit. Have y'all heard the little song by Beyonce? Not little. But it's going to be on The Lion King on the soundtrack. I don't have rights to this music, but I am going to let y'all listen to a little bit of it just in case y'all did not hear it or download it. Because I know there's some haters out there on her. And I'm really passionate. Oh, look at Tamar looking good. Hey, Tamar Branson. Look at her, y'all. Sorry, I got distracted again. Y'all, see, that's why I have to write it down. Because I will, baby, I'll miss a point. But listen a little bit. She took me all the way to church. And so y'all know I love church, I love God, and I love, to praise and worship and all that. I love to sing. You might hear a little bit later, not today, but later on in life. If you haven't already heard me do a little something on the gram. But anyway, child, let me get back on topic. And some of that fear that people get is because their self-esteem. And like I said, it goes back to who you surround yourself with and who's in your corner, who's rooting for you, and who's, wanting to see you succeed. If you don't have those people, first you need to believe in yourself, period, before others can believe in you. But you do need some people to give you a little bit of reassurance sometimes. Let me know if I'm wrong on that. Some people might not need, some people are confident and they just know it. And they can walk around and walk in the room, honey, like me. But others don't have that. And so, if you have someone in your corner that is able to do that for you, do that. Please do that for them. Because Lord, I was supposed to look that up before I started this conversation with you guys. So while I'm looking that up, y'all take a drink break. Go grab a drink. So I can get this. There are, I think I just read that, 7.5 billion people in the world. So there's somebody out there for everybody. Clearly. So we got to figure out how we can connect each other to them. I'm meaning myself because, honey, baby, I'm getting old, honey. Ageism. So that, I think, is a factor. Let's say you start dating and later on in life, like people like myself, and, you feel that you're too old. There's hope. Honestly, there is hope. Who do I always use? I use an example of, I'm a Beyonce fan, but her mom, Miss Tina Lawson, Mrs. Tina Lawson, got divorced. But baby, it wasn't over for her, honey. She is now remarried. She's now living her life. And it looks great. She comes in, I will not disclose that information, but it looks amazing, and I love that she found love again for herself. And so, you're never too old. And I think people think that. I really do. Because society has taught us that by this age, honey, by 20, you need to be in a committed relationship. By 23, you need to have your first baby. I'm sorry, married. Look at me, skipping steps. And by 25, you need to be having that baby. Like, no. I started this conversation with, when it's your time, it's your time. So make sure that when it is your time, strike the opportunity. But while I'm on the age topic, how many of y'all, I just want to know. Because I feel like I would be judged. Because I think I had this conversation with a couple of my friends as well, is like, how many of y'all are into older or younger people than you are? Like, I know I just went on a coffee date with someone, and they were older, and so I don't know if that's for me, but I wasn't gonna not take the shot. I wasn't gonna not approach it. I don't know where it could go. So absolutely, I was gonna be there around the corner at Starbucks with my date. And so, but yeah, I mean, I prefer honestly older gentlemen because from experience, the younger gentlemen that I've dated or have relations with, they weren't ready for a relationship. And I totally understand that. I totally understand if you want to continue to see what's out there and get, and keep looking. Like, if it's not, if it's not for you at that moment, that's okay. Sorry. Oh, girl, y'all need to get some good wine one day and just sit down and drink it. Now, I know that was a gulp. Don't ever judge me, okay? Because I would never judge y'all. But that was good, honey. I love a little something light and something refreshing. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I like a little piece of ice in mine too, honey. I like it real cold. I like it to really quench my throat. Oh my God. What is on him? Pepperoni, sausage. Oh my God, I have a break. But that was good. So my next point I wanted to make about relationships is and being single, like why people are single. Back to the age thing, I do believe in maturity matters and not so much age. Now, yes, I do prefer older. So that's why I say it don't matter how, I've dated younger, I dated older, and I do prefer. That's just me. Someone who's mature and very seasoned. Because they know what they want most of the time. They are already established. I'm getting there. So like you have a little more experiences that I don't have, that you can show me and that you can teach me, and that we can then really grow and be one. And so for me, like at the end of the day, the heart, and this is not from Selena Gomez, so please don't be writing that in my comments. The heart does what it wants. So who cares the age for me? Older preferably. Some people also, and I also, is this all written by me? Because I also think that the reason why I am in a committed relationship with myself is because your career takes you in so many different ways and places, and people always think there is more time, I'm going to be able to do it, but let me do this first, let me get to this level first in my career, allow me to have this goal and go after that goal. So by this age, or by this point in my life, or this stage in my life, I could be at this place, and so, or in this position. And so people tend to avoid making plans. They avoid, they stay at work longer hours so that they don't have the opportunity to meet, to, go out on a date, or to put themselves in a position where there are other eligible bachelors or bachelorettes who are looking. And so that career-driven, focused person, yes, once was me. I know for a long time, like I moved around, hopped around, I was in Jersey, I was in Vegas, Florida, and now I'm in LA, and I feel like this is the longest time frame I've been in one area. And so, which is great. I think I'm learning a lot about myself. I'm learning a lot about the people I hang with and about people who I allow in my space. And so it's an amazing experience. But if you're not in one place to really develop a relationship or to start one, it is not going to work at all, and clearly that's where we're at. But I want to make sure that I state that I do believe that there can be someone who's very career oriented, and just as much as you put that energy into your career, I do think that it should be both. I do think that, and I wish that I did that back, I don't know, when I started 10 years ago or whatever. But I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. Like, this is what it is for, talking shoe with LaFay. I am single because, like I said, I lived in so many different places for a short amount of time. So I did not allow myself to develop a relationship with a specific person. I did have friends and I did meet people and they were all fun and great. But here I am today in LA, and I am single. And I will attribute it to, part of it to be, I'm vocal and my mouth sometimes gets me in trouble. And I say things and just messes up crap. I need to learn when to just keep it in your head, like in my head, or I text it to my best friend, like, Bestie, like, ooh, baby, I gotta tell you something, because I can't say it out loud, because if I say it out loud, this is gonna happen. Like, I need to, continue to learn that tactic, and practice it. I have an idea of a relationship, or what I want my relationship to be like. And the people who I have met have not particularly fit that criteria. And that's an issue. Like, there should never be, you can't put someone in the box and try to find these great qualities, bring these great qualities out of them, so that it matches what you're looking for, because it will never work. You're gonna be sitting here looking empty and silly. But like, I have definitely evolved what I wanted. So, I think back in the day I wanted, and part of me kind of still do. I still kind of like, play with the idea. However, no gender roles. Like, I want someone who I pay, you pay. We both pay. Or I drive, you drive. Or I open your door, you open my door. Or you pull out my seat, I pull out your seat. Like, I want it to be reciprocated. And I want it to be romantic, and I want it to be adventurous and exciting and doing the same thing, like liking the same thing. So I remember having this conversation with one of my friends, and she had a hard time understanding what that might look like, because I said that I really, one quality in a man, I love a beautiful man, right? And some people associate beauty with femininity. And so they were like, how is two feminine guys? Mind your business, first of all. Second of all, I don't necessarily mean the person is feminine. I mean, I love everyone, so I don't have an issue with that. But I'm just saying, they thought in their mind that it was someone who was feminine. I'm like, no, beauty is beauty no matter, you know, how you act, how you portray yourself, how you come across to people. But that's what I seek and I want. But most importantly, like, I like to be spoiled. I think on one of my pages, I don't remember, probably all of them, at some point, you know, I was talking about my birthday and y'all having 60 days to buy me gifts, whatever. It was hilarious. And people still quote those, some of the things I said in there. It's hilarious. But baby, y'all know what kind of gifts I like. So make sure that they are available, period. Because if you don't show up with it, like, I'm gonna be looking like, well, where's the, you know, I don't want to say where's the Louis, but where's the Louis? You know, where's the Gucci? Are we still rocking Gucci? Are we done? Are we okay with them? I know they did some little diversity training and hired some people. Can I wear my Gucci now? Like, somebody help me understand. Write that on the bottom too, at the comments, please. But at the end of the day, I just know that there's 7.5 billion people in the world, and we should be working toward a goal to find, if that's what you want, we should be working toward that goal of connecting with someone and finding qualities in each other that you can identify with, and come together and, like, take that chance. Go out on the date, tap them on the shoulder. Hi, how are you? My name is LaFay. Looking for what's tea? You know, like, that's what I'm all about. That's what I'm about, you know, 30, flirty, grown and sexy, with all that good stuff. You know what I mean? Like, ooh, Lord, the time is fleeting. But yeah, so that is the first episode of Talking Shoe with LaFay. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys. I know I'm dragging y'all from I Am Saint LaFay to Laurent Fenderson. Please hit the follow button. I'll do the same. I love you guys for watching. Bye. Oh, baby.